We're celebrating Engineers Week. We wanted to highlight a number of our relatively young alums who have accomplished quite a bit since they left Northeastern, either as an undergrad or master's or PhD student.
Instead of seeking what's comfortable and predictable, which is where I felt early in my career, you're not going to grow in those situations, and so it's seeking the discomfort, taking risks early on.
Confidence that failure can happen and will happen and you'll bounce back. Early on in my career, sometimes I was so afraid of failing that I would not ask the questions that would actually indicate if I'm on the right path or not.
I felt like a lot of time I was trying to do all possibilities and see which one works better, Try to reason about it and be more intentional on what you're doing.
Anything that is worth doing will take 5, 7, 10 years to get to a point of accomplishment. And so the earlier you start, the more time you have to actually do it. I think that's the biggest mistake I've made, is not picking something and just focusing, right?
Reflect on the thing or things during your Northeastern experience that you think most helped you after you left Northeastern.
Continually this day, when I talk to people at Northeastern, that's the first thing they say is co-op. The connections I made, the experience of working in an office, the reputation that Northeastern has built that when students graduate, they, day one, are productive members of full-time work. I can't preach that enough.
Co-op for me was really helpful when I went to graduate school because I already had an idea of the types of jobs I could get when I finished school and the context of what I was building towards and what I might be doing. I felt like I really had a leg up, which kind of helped me be more focused as I went through my PhD.
Do you think that there is still a value proposition for the American university? And if so, what would you say to a high school student about the importance of an engineering undergraduate degree?
If I can learn coding from YouTube and online, why do I need to invest in a college education? College is more than just learning a particular subject. I think it opens so many different avenues to you that you might not be aware of at the age of 16 or 17.
There is no more exciting time than now to be an engineer. With inventive language models, it's just solving very softball problems. So hard problem is that how you bring AI to engineering systems, how you actually build real-world physical engineering systems that also have AI integrated to them. These are all things that being taught at engineering schools, and of course engineering schools also need to reinvent themselves, offering courses that really catch up with the future trend.
When we think about the value proposition of the university systems, we have to remember that's where our innovation comes from. That's where the inventions are made. And so that really needs to be maintained and taken care of.
How would you suggest, taking a very specific research topic in your PhD, and if it's not fully applicable to your first job, how do you recommend developing those new skills in industry?
Focused more at a high level on what your research taught you, not just about something specific that you're researching, but about how to think and about scientific problem solving, and also leaning on any connections that you have.
Focus on developing yourself, develop your skills, develop your writing, your reading, your understanding of different complex topics, work on different projects, and always focus on what interests you the most.
You can get so stressed out about taking that perfect first job. There is no perfect first job, and all the statistics show, it's not going to be your forever job.
Sometimes your career is not linear and your passions will evolve. Just lean into that uncertainty, be flexible, be adaptive, and be very proactive with your career.